Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast. Number one or the best Caribbean football show discussing football. My name is Benton, along with the Ball Chat family. Come on, Junior, what go on?
I'm good, I'm good.
I feel like I'm getting grabbed around my throat right now, but I am okay.
You're okay. You're okay. I like the background. Junior. Football family, welcome to a brand new episode of Ball Chat Podcast, where we discuss the week's major news in the world of football, and we have a lot of things to get to this week. If you're following us on Ball Chat YouTube page, Ball Chat Facebook page, or Island Sports YouTube page, you can take part in the discussion. We're going to start the show at the top of the show with our Ballas and Bugs. Ballas being impressive players of the week, Bugs being an unimpressive player of the week. Then we touch EPL, some major news out of the EPL. Everton finally lost the game. Then we're going to discuss La Liga, El Clasico. Ronald Koeman is upset with VAR. We'll touch some situation with TNTFA versus FIFA and that running saga. And we'll wrap up our show at the back end with Yawd Ballas, highlighting Jamaican players plying their trade overseas. But to no avail, we kick it off with Ballas of the week. Come on, Chelsea. Fun. Who you have as your baller of the week?
Two ballers actually. So I have Mikel Antonio and I have Zaha as my two ballers of this week. So Mikel Antonio, every time I see him, I am amazed at his journey. Just to touch on it a little bit, your ballers section, why I'm trying to say, even though he scored a goal this weekend, but he said that when he went to QPR on trial, right, and he scored a goal and assist, they did not sign him because they said that he did not cross the ball in enough. So, he came from a whole bunch of disappointments now to being one of the top scorers in the English Premier League. So he's my baller, and Zaha with the one goal and one assist this weekend, I'm giving it to both of them.
So Mikel Antonio of West Ham, he's definitely running. He's actually on an impressive run, and like you said, come on, he went through a lot of little hurdles earlier on in his career, but he's really making the best of what he has right now. Scored a wonderful goal against big side Man City and the high-priced defender Ruben Diaz as West Ham drew with Man City 1-1. And come on, is also giving ball of the week to Wilfred Fancy Ballas Zaha as they beat Idiot Fulham. Is that really a baller's performance? Junior Pringle, my brethren, Manchester United family, who do you have as your ball of the week family?
Well, I would love to give it to Manchester United, but I can't. My ball of the week definitely goes to Chelsea goalkeeper Mendy. What a boy can keep. Mendy, big up yourself, hats off. Great performance this week. Also, I have to give baller of the week to Mr. Terminator himself, Robert Lewandowski. What a man can score goal. You're not giving him the Ballon d'Or this year, he is going to take it next year. He scored a hat-trick this weekend. Definitely have to give it to Robert Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski getting Junior's ball of the week for an impressive performance. But Junior, come on, a regular league themselves. So why is getting ball of the week? And Edward Mendy. Whoa, Chelsea found a goalkeeper. Chelsea, we'll discuss that in the Manchester United versus Chelsea match coming down the pike in our football section. If you join us on any platform, send on your ballers and bugs on YouTube, Facebook, Ball Chat, Facebook page or YouTube page, send on your ballers and bugs, or Island Sports YouTube page, send on your ballers and bugs. My ball of the week is Kemar Roof. Hopefully the soon-to-be Jamaican international Kemar Roof. Come on, Wagwan. Kemar Roof scored a sensational goal from midfield for the Rangers against Standard Liège in the Europa League. Football family, check it out on YouTube. Junior Pringle tries to score goals like that all the time and miss, but Kemar Roof was impressive as Rangers defeated Standard Liège 2-0 in Europa League. And I want to give a ball of week to Marcus Rashford. Yes, he played well against PSG. Yes, he played well against Chelsea. But I'm giving a ball of the week for his continued campaign against hunger in the UK. Marcus Rashford, ball of the week, saw the performance off the field. Those are the ballers for me. Junior, who do you have as your bug of the week, family?
My bug of the week, let me tell you something. Do you guys know who Lucas Smith is.
No, Junior, I don't know who he is.
Christian Combe. Let me tell you who they are. They are defenders for this team called VVV Venlo. They played against Ajax. You are paid defenders and you collect 13 goals. The whole round are bugged. Every player on this VVV Venlo, you guys are bugged. I'm gonna give an honorary mention to their stopper though. He did get a red card in the 51st minute. That's a defender of my own heart. You beating me 13 love, I am breaking somebody's foot. So honorary bug of the week. That's all. But every defender bug of the week. Also, Atlanta United. If anybody wants to see the playbook for having a successful team and then it fall off the wagon, you look at Atlanta United. You want to know why MLS don't have any relegation? Look at Atlanta United. Which owner going to say, yeah, let's bring in relegation when a team can fall off the wagon in 1 year? Atlanta United bug of the week.
I took offense to the Atlanta United bug of the week. It's a pandemic year. I took offense. But Junior's bug of the week, Atlanta United, if you want to see the playbook of a successful franchise turning garbage, Junior bug of the week is Atlanta United and VV Venlo, 13 love side team. They pick up 13 from Ajax. The views of Junior Pringle about breaking players' leg on the field if getting 13, or those are the views of Junior Pringle only, not of Ball Chat family. Come on, bugs of the week family, who do you have?
Barcelona needs to be my bug of the week. You can't lose to Real Madrid 3-1. A 2-1 is respectable, but a 3-1, no. And then Manchester City. Come on, Manchester City. I mean, like, you have all the defenders now. You pay so much money, and you still come back and pick up like a foolishness. You know, I want to give an honorable shout out to Raheem Sterling. I live to see the marvelly man in my house cuss this marvelly man. And I'm upset. Even today, I'm still upset I still talk about Raheem. So Raheem, stick him for the bug of the week as well.
Raheem Sterling getting bug of the week. And who else come on?
The entire Barcelona, infestation, Barcelona and Manchester City on a whole. Come on. So you're going to tell me that the pieces where Man City bring in still not going to help them? It's ridiculous, man. Come on, Pep.
Let's touch base with some of the football family, see what's their comment. Come on, bugs of the week. Entire Manchester City, entire Barcelona. Bugs of the week. We'll get to that in our football roundup.
Well, a second, I'm dropping Arsenal because Arsenal got and buy this expensive defender because Junior think he's the... Remember the first week when him come, Junior said, no, we can't put him on because he don't know all the other players them play. Then put him on today, Junior, and then get a hot one love from old man Vardy.
Central midfielder, not defender, Thomas Partey. Come on, Junior.
Oh, him.
And bug of the week, come on, does not miss a chance to give Arsenal bug of the week as they just lost 1-0 and the now freshly concluded game against Leicester City. Some people pick Arsenal to win the league. Let's see what some of the football family is saying. Football family, Dalton Stewart says bug of the week is VAR for their stupid penalty call against Liverpool and the non-penalty call for Chelsea and penalty United. Bug of the week, Owen Gray says bug of the week is Sterling for missing that 1v1 versus keeper. Him still can't score those. Shake my head. And Pascal Matthews says leave City alone. Come on, Lee. Leave City alone. Ball of the week for Owen Gray is Jamie Vardy scoring against Arsenal just now in what looks like a smash and grab. Dalton Stewart ball of the week is also Liverpool and Ajax. Liverpool, Ajax, and Vardy is picking up ball of the week for doing in Arsenal. Wow, man, I'm beating Arsenal. And Jason Freeman, big up yourself, family. Jason Freeman said bugs of the week, Arsenal. Boy, the Arsenal fans running.
And if you're watching on Flow Sports right now, type your baller on bug of the week right now. If you're watching on Flow Sports, let us know who is your baller on bug of the week.
So football family, keep your ballers and bugs coming. My bug of the week is a player named, what's his name? Osolino Tioni of Sochaux in in French League Second Division, League Two in French League play last week Sunday in a game against Valence. Tioni is accused to have bit the cheek of Jerome Pryor, the goalkeeper of Valence. When asked about it after the game, he said he did not bit him. You know, he was racially abused and he did not bit him, but he did put his cheek, he put his head close to his cheek. So, bug of the week is Oslinio Tioni and Jerome Pryor in that melee that took place. And Jerome Pryor is going around showing the image of him getting bitten on the cheek by Tioni. So, if a man bit me on the cheek, I don't know if I would be going around showing that image. But those are the bugs of the week. Keep your ballers and bugs coming. Football family, let's try to hit some of the major news in the world of football, and starts off with the EPL. Come on, the big match, Chelsea versus Manchester United, ended 0-0. Both teams kept clean sheets. I mean, who came out the bigger? Who got more positive from this tie? Came away positive from this tie?
None of them. Both of them lost. That's just all we see. It was a boring game. I mean, it was a boring game. And yes, I forgot to talk about Mendy. If it wasn't for Mendy, maybe those 4 shots on goal that Manchester United had would have scored. But it was a boring game. It was, I think, poor officiating. We're gonna talk about the penalty now.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. We can bring up the image of the penalty kick that, come on, this is the alleged, yes, there it is. It's up, come on, go ahead.
Listen to me. The fridge was all over Aspie. All over Aspie. I mean, like tackling. Look at that. That is wrestling. I have seen less than this given as a penalty. How is this as a penalty? Yes, the referee might have missed it, but VAR actually looked at this and said it's not a PK. It should have been a PK. Yes, maybe whoever took the PK would have missed it. That's still 0-0. But the point is that they can't miss blatant calls like this in a game like this, a hot game. But anyways, past that, Man U and Chelsea game was boring. It was like 2 teams playing, trying not to lose.
I'm trying to. Junior, your thoughts, and by the way, this image is courtesy of the BBC. Junior, your thoughts on this? I'm going to leave the image up here, the potential PK. Your thoughts on this? You're the Manchester United fan. Do you guys think you got away with one there?
No, yeah, I think we got away with one because of the lineup. No, the way how I see this game where Man U and Chelsea played like they were 1 and 2 in the league, and they were running away with the league, and they're just trying not to lose 2 points. But the ultimate goal was still in front of them. That's how, to me, that's how they both, it feels like they both approach a game. But you remember the first game last year, the season, when Man U beat Chelsea 4-1?
Yes.
You remember Lampard made a mistake by attacking Manchester United, and Man U ran him off the field last year, even though Chelsea outplayed Man U last year, right? So yeah. Lampard seemed to have learned from his mistake. Actually, Man U, I think, had beaten Chelsea 3 times last year, because remember, Rashford had that free kick in the FA Cup as well. So I think Lampard said, yo, you're not going to beat me on the break this year. You're just not going to beat me on the break. Ole approaches game by starting James. I don't know. Well, I know why. He was hoping that Chelsea would be running at Man U, so that Man U can now use blind speed and try to run at Chelsea, which never worked. Because it's just, if there were two experienced coaches that we trusted, we had come out to be saying, oh, it was just 2 good coaches cancelling themselves out. But because of the lack of experience, you have to read that coach, man.
So, but overall, I mean, yes, go ahead, come on.
Hold a second. So GB Bang said we must stop the ball in because it was the closest thing to a chance created for Chelsea. But a man wicked. Anyways, you realize Junior say he thinks that Manchester United got away with one because of the lineup. Oh, no, him not touch all fridge wrap up round the captain, you know.
Come on.
Oh, no, you not talk about all the fridge wrap up round the captain.
Listen. All right, come on. Look from the background. You ask who win. You know who won yesterday? Tunzabi. Because absolutely no way after how Tunzabi played against PSG, and then you bring in the fridge, and the fridge is defending somebody who is 1 foot shorter. Come on, you have blood pressure. He's defending one person who is 1 foot shorter than him, and somehow you want to hug up the captain. Why? Just because you are a captain, you want to hug up the next captain? I feel something like this.
Yeah, but look at it. All right, then. I bet you any amount of money that the captain is going to be in the starting lineup the next game, and your blood pressure will go up. When you come back, the whole of your head are going to clear. But what may I say is this. Maguire has a history of being stupidity like this in the box. This is not the first time he has done this, you know. Remember we talk about it? He keeps getting away with murder, and at this point, I'm not going to say it. Maguire is a low-level baller who is getting all these opportunities because he's English. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I hope that him do the same thing next week 3 times and give a 3 penalty. And the only way we could line up.
Stop your foolishness and stick to your side. Stick to Mendy and Kepa. Listen to me. This is the views of Junior, not nobody from Ball Chat. I am hoping Maguire is going to his car and slip, trip, and fall and sprain him ankle. That's what I'm hoping for right now.
Oh, Benton, do the disclaimer.
Those are the views of Junior Pringle. Those are the views
GB Bang says Ole's selection was wrong all the time, GB. All the time. I just think this job too big for him. And he says both James and Mata shouldn't even be used as a sub, which Junior has consistently said that. I think Mata's time has passed. Mata is a good enough baller, but I think the English Premier League has passed Mata right now.
And what about what Ty Gale said there? Ty Gale is saying that I think Manchester United was very...
Madman. So him say, I think Man U was very strong. Shut up your mouth, Liverpool fan. They are a weaker team to Chelsea, and the fact that they drew tells me they played well. Chelsea didn't know. You know what? Still can block Ty Gale.
Chelsea didn't know what was coming. Mata did an excellent job in the middle. Thank you, Ty Gale.
I'm a Liverpool hater. Let him go on. You can't say anything you want to say. Madness.
Ty have a point because let's say Pochettino come in tomorrow, right? Any sensible coach come in, and the first thing we do is say, yo, my starting 11 different. You are going to tell me, all right, who had to make the bigger saves yesterday? It was Mendy against a weak Manchester United team. When Pogba came on, when Cavani came on, instantly created a chance off the corner. You put Rashford on the left to run at Thiago. Any coach with sense is going to attack those weaknesses. Look at your left back when you just bring in. Look on trip Aaron Wan-Bissaka yesterday.
Ben Chilwell.
After Wan-Bissaka beat him.
Okay.
A sensible coach will say, Greenwood, go stand up right beside Chilwell. Because all him want is overlap.
Okay.
Stand right beside him and attack him. Anybody. So, I mean...
I disagree that Chelsea is a stronger team to Manchester United. I completely disagree. Let us not talk about the money on the field. Let us not talk about the cost of the players. Let's talk about the quality. For me, everybody say, Kai Havertz is this extraordinary player, whatever. I still don't see it. I think he gets lost sometimes in the games. Timo Werner, I just don't know. Yes, them score, and Kai score against some little dibby low quality teams. But when it comes to these big, well, I never call Man U big side, but you know what I mean. It kind of rough. So I don't agree that Man U was the weaker team going into Chelsea.
To the game. All right, football family, but and as it regards to Kai Havertz, and we want to put a bow on this. I mean, he's a bit younger, right? Come on, 20 years old. He's supposed to be one essentially for the future, right?
He's a baby.
Even about Pulisic. I mean, I I get it. I get that Lampard likes young enough players.
Yeah.
But I just think that if we want to go there and challenge for the title, it
Okay.
has to be a balanced team. It really has to be a balanced
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And I remember when everybody was saying Pulisic is the future, and it's like I just don't see the clicking on the field with Chelsea. So I was surprised that we did last yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was and that has nothing to do with on the field, and runner play.
Yeah.
It all had to do with an exceptional goalkeeper. Because I think 2 out of them 4 saves there, if I kept her behind the stick, them would have gone in.
So you
even
guys,
the outstanding save with the foot, come on now.
Yeah.
The kicks here.
Yes.
But let me just make one comment about Chelsea. Only thing Chelsea need is a more confident Jorginho. That's all Chelsea lacking. Because I see Werner making some runs, and he make a run and stop and hold up him hand like, yo, how the hell you don't see me make that run? You know how much time the sweat yesterday when we see that brother run off of the back of Maguire, and nobody look up and put the ball in space. A confident Jorginho is all that.
Anybody run at Maguire should have you sweating. It could have been all foot Vardy. It could have been Jose Mourinho put on in cleats and go up on the pitch running at Maguire. You should be sweating. But again, Chelsea need a more solid backline. I don't see it, and I keep saying the backline is the ladder, and it's not the good ladder where we can really say you can put 2 spinning ribs on it and say, it can pass as a Mitsubishi Lancer or whatever. It's just a beat out, rusty ladder, and they have to fix it if we want to challenge for the cup.
So,
and if we are playing in all these competitions, they have to fix the entire squad. You can't just fill the holes and expect to be competitive.
Yeah. So quick question and regarding that Chelsea back line, they kept a clean sheet yesterday, and they kept a clean sheet in the middle of the week. It seems like you guys have solved your goalkeeper issue regarding Edouard Mendy now being someone who's solid at the back. Do you think you've solved the defensive issues with Thiago Silva now getting himself more acclimated with Zuma and the rest of the players around him? Because, Lampard really kind of was very, very happy, etc., for that clean sheet against Sevilla in Champions League.
But the clean sheet was an exceptional goalkeeper. That don't fix the backline.
That don't fix that people running through.
No, because as GB Bang said, Rudiger is better than Zuma 110 times. Zuma he has been playing professional big man football too long to be making these simple errors, simple stupid mistakes he has been making, and you leave that to rookies. So I worry when he's around there. I'm just not confident.
Okay.
But having an exceptional goalkeeper who needs to make all those saves, don't put confidence in a backline.
Yeah.
Because if your backline was solid, your goalkeeper would not, need to make all those saves.
That's
and I'm telling you, them when I tell a Man U part Chelsea like the Red Sea, and I'm like, no, what is this? And if that goalkeeper was not solid enough, then Man U would have beat us yesterday, and that would have not been good.
Okay, so we need to get to some other news. Before we, GG Bang said Rudiger is better than Zuma, and that is kind of some sort of mystery there. Rudiger seems to be out in the cold at Chelsea, as he haven't been seen since the start of the season, to my knowledge.
Big up Jamai from Chelsea, from London City on Island Sports, saying Frank Lampard out.
Frank Lampard
Long time before me go in.
All right, let's try to hit some major news to that game. Some other news in the world of football. That game ended 0-0. Everton, one of the unbeaten teams, or probably the only unbeaten team, ended their unbeaten run today as they lost to Southampton 2-0. Your assessment of what does this mean for Everton now going forward? They were without Richarlison. They will be without him for 2 more games as he served his 3-match suspension. But interestingly, Digne got a red card. Carlo Ancelotti said, quote, "I think it was a joke," end quote. he alluded to that red card was given to Digne because of the whole fiasco with Pickford and Richarlison. The red card, he felt like, seems like he alluded to that there's a vendetta out for Everton, hence why Digne got a red card. Your thoughts?
No, it was a deserved red.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
it.
mean, so,
But
I mean,
what do you think of
supposed to be?
Everton now going forward? They lost this
I
game
mean,
today.
it's still, listen, it's still early. Now we have no teams that are unbeaten. Everybody lose. It's still young. Which, as I said, Richardson was out. I mean, I don't put any stock in it. I just think that it was, as GB said, inevitable. They're bound to lose. I would rather them knock it out now and then make a big run feed after. But they've been doing well enough to not worry about being relegated.
Yeah, yeah. Junior, quickly, Everton. Alex, I will be got subbed off. I think around halftime thereabouts. Do you think his career is pretty much in a tricky situation at this Everton, knowing that Richarlison is suspended and he cannot see good time on the field?
No, because before this year, we would say Calvert-Lewin career was on the fritz too. And it's the same coach him have. So it's all on Iwobi if he wants to show his quality. Okay, the coach is you're going to get opportunities. Let's just call a speed a speed.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's on him. I don't think the right thing is on the wall, but the player himself have to make that decision.
Yeah, so Everton finally lost this weekend in the EPL. Liverpool won, got back to winning ways, or won. Your thoughts on Fabinho sitting into that slot now with Alisson returning?
Junior, you want to go first?
You want to beat them?
He beat them.
Bad. Liverpool fans, if you guys think Liverpool is this unstoppable team, you guys are extremely delusional. I saw a team yesterday out muscle Liverpool midfield. I saw Trent Arnold bypassing the midfield and making the cutting edge passes. I saw a 5'3", 5'1" Diogo Jota out jump a central defender that worked himself and find a winning goal yesterday. So no, Liverpool, you have a lot of problems coming down the road. Fabinho did his best, but without Virgil in the heart of that defense, Liverpool just don't look like Liverpool. They just don't. They look like a team that is top heavy with a front three that is just praying that the ball reach to them in time so they can score and put pressure on the other team before the other team score. That's what me say.
And tactically, Liverpool loves to play this 4-4-3 setup with Virgil out. Do you think Klopp should explore maybe going to a 3 in the back sort of system? You guys are the tacticians and just go with what you have.
I mean, it worked for them last season when they won. I mean, so why change it?
Okay. Because your big defender is gone.
Yeah, but even if the defender was still there, they needed to get a defender anyway in the January window. I mean, they still need. Listen, the other day I think the Liverpool fan in the house almost mashed up the TV because Gomez was giving him a heart attack.
Yeah.
And before VVD got injured, he was like, "We need to get some defenders in, so they need to go out there and spend some money, find some good defenders, bring in, and then they'll be okay." I don't see Liverpool fans panicking. There's no need to panic. I still think that they have the front three to do whatever they want to do. Their midfield is still stacked enough where you have a little Anderson, I'm not fancy Anderson, can come in and still do him little work. You still have Milner can come in, come do whatever. So I don't see Liverpool having any issue, just to be honest.
Yeah.
Yo, the book is out on Liverpool. Start the midfield. The book is out. Start the midfield. Put your best defender on Mane. Put your fastest defender on Salah. Bobby Firmino is going to come in the midfield, so you don't have to worry about Firmino coming down the middle. The book is out. That midfield needs to be. Thiago might be their saving grace if he can stay on the field. Maybe. But the book is out. Come on. No.
I say injury free. So GB Banks and Liverpool's win wasn't impressive. They're going to get a lot of beating this year. And Damian Tomlinson said this could be the most competitive season in the Premier League. Bringing Thiago shows Klopp wanted to implement a change of style. The robots them alone won't do it this year. Pool needs more creative midfielders.
I've been saying that for 2 years. They did that. All this show is how great of a player Virgil really is. I
Mm.
I wasn't on the bandwagon for saying Virgil is the best defender in the world. But trust me, taking Virgil out of that team, I've dropped them from being the best team in Europe to now being closer to the pack. They're still a good team, but that presence that was in the middle, that speed that make up for the midfield lapses, that having the ability to give Trent Arnold a chance to roam as much as he want. Now
Yeah.
he really have to defend.
It's a
Mhm.
big loss. Before we step away from the EPL, Manchester City is sitting in 13th position. It's what, 7 games, 6 games in. This is the first time a Pep Guardiola outfit is sitting in the bottom half of the table after 6 games. Should Man City family be worried?
Them forward from last season. I think I know them must worry.
But they spend money this season too.
But apparently, the Aguero injured. I mean, like Aguero out for a couple weeks again. I don't know if Aguero must retire now because he's injury prone. He's not dependable. He took up a Rasta spot, so now they must find somebody to fill his spot. I just think Pep should just leave Manchester City, get somebody else and go on go somewhere else, go get on an idiot. Because Manchester City is an idiot. Imagine your defense is good, holding up, and you're how much £1 million striker, one-on-one with the keeper, and still cannot finish? Come on now. Manchester City, I'll get whooped so much this season if they not go there and get 2 more key players to come in January. Then we spend some more money because what they did is clearly not working.
Yeah, Pep Guardiola, when I asked, he said he cannot predict the future. I mean, they're having injuries, but they're just taking it one game at a time. Junior, as Camon says, Aguero picked up a muscle injury. Gabriel Jesus is out. Should Man City fans, family, be worried? Pep Guardiola, of course, haven't extended his contract with City, runs until 2021. Your thoughts?
Now we're about Pep on him contract. City's problem in a subset happened in 2 minutes. Phil Foden, who had to come off the bench because of an injury, collect a ball and turn a pirouette on his left foot. One touch collect, second touch shoot. And your big international record signing at the time, man that cannot be on the bench for whatever reason, Mahrez, cannot do the same thing. But Foden have to come off the bench just to that. That is the problem with City in a nutshell. Somehow, Mahrez's game seems to be secure. I think I'm not right about the brothers. But his game seems to be secured. And why would Sterling now feel like his position is threatened if Mahrez are going to play 100? Yo, Sterling, why would your ballerina run and kick with the ball same way, man? They're good.
and some other major news before we move away from the EPL and football in the UK. Come on, and Junior, I want to get your thoughts on this off-the-field news about the FA making a recommendation for the league or the teams, the Premier League clubs, to not sign, quote, lower quality foreign players, end quote. Your thoughts?
As I said yesterday, I just think that this is a way where they can protect the homegrown advantage. Like, eliminate or reduce the amount of foreigners that come in the Premier League. Because let us be honest, we see English player, and I don't mean to call out Maguire, but he's the most obvious one. We've seen English players playing in the top tier that you and I know that if they were a Suarez, a Keane, they would be bustling down in League One. I don't get it. How do you figure out what is low quality? What is the criteria? I mean, if a player plays at Ajax and wants to come to the English Premier League, how do you determine if that player is of low quality or not? So I just don't understand what they're trying to do. I think it's a little bit sneaky, just like Germany tries to, keep their homegrown. The same thing with the Netherlands. Them try to, give advantage to the homegrown players there. But I don't see how Premier League is going to survive. because they really don't have any English players that are really exciting. If we think about it, Harry Kane, Raheem
Jaden
Sterling,
Sancho.
who?
Jaden Sancho.
All you mean. But yes, but understand, but the English players, the English born players, are not necessarily the best players in the league.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't get how do you determine who determines low quality players,
Yes.
low quality foreign players.
Foreign players, yeah. And football family, this is from Sky Sports. They said that the article just quoted says the FA has urged the Premier League clubs to accept its new system that will block, quote, lower quality foreign players, end quote, from joining in the January transfer window. Junior, your thoughts?
It's racist. I think it's a racist stance, but I think there's logic behind it. I think this is the Premier League probably trying to get clubs to protect themselves. I think that the Premier League is now signaling to clubs that look, we're not going to have fans in the stand next year, our full capacity in the stand next year. So instead of investing all of this money up front with the hopes that TV contract and fans revenue will make up for it, let's not do that. It's a racist stance, yes, but I am looking at from the financial aspect. I really think they are trying to protect the clubs from themselves. I really, that's me being hopeful.
It's an anti. Yeah, go ahead, come on.
But hold on a second. But why I think it makes no sense is because people tune into the English Premier League to watch good, exciting football, right?
Yeah.
And the clubs make money from jersey sales. So you have whenever I use Pogba, because he might get from the last level, give me one good foreign player. Thiago Silva coming, and he's a good foreign player, right? And if jersey sales go through the roof, the club makes money. People from Germany tuning in for watch a Kai and a Timo Werner. So they get that audience that come in. Same thing with Argentina, same thing with whatever. So I just don't understand. They have to put more language into letting us know what is it that they're talking about when it comes to low quality. What is low quality? For us, we think that Moise Keane is a good, exciting young player.
Maybe he's low quality.
He's low quality.
Maybe he's low quality.
Yeah, exactly. Would they say low quality when we say a Pogba is lazy or whatever? Would you say he's low quality, high quality? So with Lukaku, low quality or high quality? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you determine low quality? I don't want to say it's racist. I don't want to go because Junior is
yes. By the way, those are the views of Junior Pringle.
Yeah, I don't want to say that, but it's just confusing, and I think there's something behind it. And I don't only think it's financial. I think there's something else driving that. Because
but just playing the devil's advocate.
Fans tune in to watch good football.
But playing the devil's advocate here, is this, and I know we need to move on, is this a country or a nation or an FA, etc., trying to protect its league by essentially trying to, like you said, support its homegrown players and essentially give them a seat at that table in those clubs?
Original Vendetta said Lukaku low quality.
All right, let's move away. And before we move away from the EPL, want to get your quick thoughts on this. Ozil had a long statement this week that he released to the press. Ozil is now pretty much relegated to the U23 team at Arsenal. I mean, of course he could have left and etc. But your thoughts on this? I mean, does Arsenal Football Club need to come out and give an explanation to the fans of why Mesut Ozil is their top talent, high-priced player is relegated to the U23 team?
I think they should. I think, especially to the season ticket holders, they should. Fans of Arsenal who are invested in Arsenal, I think they should. We complain and we argue about Ozil being lazy and not interested, but let us be fair. Ozil is quality. We see players playing now that they actually should go. That's even to U23s. They should go play with the U19s, right? So I understand when you have internal issues and a coach and a player don't get along, But you're paying this man what? £325,000 a week to play with the U23s? Come on now. And then you're going to say that you don't have any money, you get rid of the mascot, you lay off people, but you can afford to have this player that you're paying more than $250,000 per week to go play with the U23s. Arsenal are idiot club, them are bug side, the coach and everybody for go ever. What the football man name is Cranky, whatever them are like. Stupid, ridiculous club.
Arsenal is paying, Mr. Ozil is paying the mascot, who's been employed for 27 years. Junior, quickly.
How ironic is it that the week when the Premier League is saying, let us not bring in low-quality players in January, Arsenal benching in their mind a low-quality player. Let me tell you something. I was carrying Arsenal to win the Premier League, but it's so hard to do it now because of how they're treating Ozil. They're treating him like he's a low-quality baller. But Arsenal is one of the teams that wanted a bailout earlier in the season. So of course, the Premier League will come back now and say, hold on. Before they bring in any more low-quality baller, work would want to have. It's foolishness, and after we get relegated to the other one.
Oh, calm down, Junior. Let's touch some of the comments. Prime Minister says, big up yourself, family. Prime Minister says, Ozil is greater than Pepe 3 times. I guess if Ozil is get relegated to U23 team, I mean, maybe one day Pepe, watch yourself, you know. Sean White said, yes, they are. Come on, it's an idiot club. I know, Sean White. I know it's your club. And Sean says he's joining me. Not cheer for no club who deal with players like that. I mean,
no, but it's true. It just shows that players really have to start thinking about themselves, because at any time, at any moment, you know, it can turn like this. You can't treat a player like this because, you know, you have internal issues or you guys are on the same page. He's a player. He's under contract for your club. You're paying him. The fans want to see him. And to be frank, Arsenal can do with Ozil.
Yeah, they could use his talent. They could definitely use him.
So, yeah. Stop a nice time about Ozil is too lazy. When I say about Pogba, stop it.
Well, but isn't it funny though? We all sat here the last couple of weeks and cuss off Gareth Bale.
Yes, that's true, for being lazy.
Same kind of problem, but now we're siding with Ozil.
And now he's...
You know why? You know why we're siding with Ozil? Because he's a good person. Ozil is a good person. So I just think, you know, that they're just going about it the wrong way. You know, you need to come out and say something. You leave the agent and the player to come out and tell us these things, to talk to, which the club's supposed to come out and say something. So it's just madness. It's really madness.
All right, we're pushing up against the clock, football family. Quickly, we're going to talk about El Clasico in La Liga. Come on, Ronald Koeman says VAR went against his team. I mean, imagine. And let me pull up the quote here from your thoughts on the Clasico. Come on.
All right, VAR go against it. It's so it's not supposed to be 2-1 there. So it's still 1-1. Okay, defend the last goal. I mean, come on now. I just think Koeman is not the person for the job. In the war with Messi, where you go? People them from a war with the Ballas, where the club, they said they're going to probably change their name to Messi. Why you going to go war with people them? I don't get it. Barcelona is in disarray, and them just need to scrap it and start back over.
Quickly, Junior, Ronald Koeman says, quote, I don't understand VAR. I think it's only used to make decisions against Barca, end quote. I mean, isn't there some sort of illegal thing here where Ronald Koeman is trying to intimidate the VAR to make calls in favor of Barca?
Then done. Here's Messi right here. This is what Messi doing every day on his phone. I'm going on his calendar and say, how many days till January 1st? That's what Messi doing right now. I'm just on his phone. Babes, listen to me. You like France? You like Italy? Well,
come come on England, cause I know I'm not low quality. But look at but the thing is this too, and it plays against you. Do you think that when you criticize a referee, that the next time you are going to get the cause in your
Cause, yeah,
favor?
yes,
Let
yes.
me tell you something. You see, when me ref my U9 team, and I see on my list and say, is this coach? Him better not breathe for me. If him disrespect me the last game and write up a report about me, the next game, Papa, oh no.
Football
So
family,
that's not the way to work.
those are the views of come only. We're not encouraging any sort of bias refereeing and carry feelings.
Referees are human beings, so that's so you know.
Hear this. This is how dire Coleman's situation is. He can't talk to Real Madrid and Zidane because them just bust your bottom. He cannot talk to his players because Piqué, your leading defender, came out and said, let's name something after Messi. So what is his next thing? Him go after the referees. And any of the FA come out and say, yo, you're out of line, you can't do that. Who will cuss next? The groundsman. He has over Barcelona. It is obvious the locker room don't want to hear from him. Like I said, Messi and the company is like this.
Yeah. It seems like Coleman says we've had 5 matches, quote, we've had 5 matches and VAR has only been used to go against Barca. It's never gone our way, end quote. Barcelona lost to Real Madrid in the Clasico.
I'm saying this is going to make it any better, right?
And this is going to make it any better. But quickly, is Zinedine Zidane going into that Clasico? They lost in the midweek to Shakhtar. They lost against Gades in La Liga in the weekend. Did he right the ship? There was rumors that he was under pressure.
Well, you mean, listen, that's what a good team does. You get your little butt whooped midweek, and you come back and you turn it around in one of the most anticipated games of the week. So, listen, and you know the funniest thing too, as who said this? Sean White said Madrid was not even at their best, and it's true. Original Vendetta said 1 brown paper box of all refereeing problems.
Oh,
Liverpool know
those
that
are the
very
views
well.
of Original Vendetta.
You know, Liverpool knows that very well, but it's true. So that's what a good team does and a good coach does. You forget about it. Football players have to have sharp memories. So Real Madrid came in, right? And, you know, they decided that they wanted to win more than Barcelona. And that's what they did.
Junior, what about you? Do you think Real Madrid, Zidane addressed the issue?
These are just going to point to him Champions League trophies. Point to the 3-1 beat yesterday and say, holla. I'm going about him.
And keep it moving, All right, let's try to hit some of our predictions this week as we want to talk about. Before we go to prediction segment, let's talk about quickly some news in our own backyard. TNT FA versus FIFA Saga. Come on. At the emergency general meeting today, the delegates and the TNT FA members voted resoundingly to accept the FIFA Normalization Committee. They also voted resoundingly 94% in favor of accepting or stopping the lawsuit against FIFA. It seems like William Wallace has lost here with his members. Come on.
Look here. Listen, this is like a stubborn child. Every time you put him under the cookie jar and you smack it away, him go back and put it in. This little idiot man Wallace could have avoided all of this because we knew that Trinidad would never have beaten FIFA. Can never. What was he trying to do? So him just mess up everything for Trinidad. Him just take up him little ball and go home now, man. Ridiculous. We knew this was going to be the outcome.
Yeah, and Chairman Ferguson said he will send the details to FIFA on Tuesday. And so Robert Haddad, normalization chairman junior, will probably take charge of TNTFA. I know you're not a big fan of this decision. Your thoughts?
I have to censor myself at the moment. I stand with Wallace, and this is I am going to do what Wallace is saying on his way out the door right now. All pirates, yes, they're rabbi. So like the merchant ships. Minutes outside from the bottomless pit. People in Trinidad, won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? That's all we ever ask.
Yeah, but he's free now, Junior. He's free. He's free from the shackles of the TNTFA, right?
I don't like it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Yo, majority rules. Brother, just pack up your bags and go. I mean,
yeah. And football family, just to give a brief overview, Trinidad and Tobago's Football Federation is officially suspended by FIFA because there was a litigation against FIFA brought by the William Wallace administration that the board of directors, the members voted resoundingly to stop such litigation and to accept the FIFA Normalization Committee. Trinidad has until December 18 to have the FIFA suspension overturned so they can go forward in CONCACAF competition. So we'll see how that plays out. But it's a step in so-called right direction in terms of trying to normalize relationship in terms of TNT football. All right, let's try to hit some major predictions coming down as we're pushing up to get to Yawd Ballas. Prediction, before we get to prediction, it's Pele's birthday. So we got to give Pele celebrated his 80th birthday. The legend, parabens, Pele the king. This is from my friend down in Brazil, Eduardo. Big up yourself, family. He's a huge fan of Santos. And so he sent this picture with himself and Pele and a different group of people. Quickly, your thoughts on Pele turning 80 years old this week, October 30th, Junior. And come on.
Greatest.
Look long and fit and whatever. I wish Maradona would have taken.
Don't diss my baller, okay? Just leave my baller alone.
I mean, coke, younger than Maradona.
Drugs does mess up one's life, apparently.
Greatest striker ever. Greatest striker ever.
Yeah, man. Legendary Pele turned 80. Big up yourself, family. All right, let's move to our prediction segment. Juve Champions League football coming on this week. Juventus versus Barcelona is a big game. Both of all of us consistently have Juventus winning. Will Cristiano Ronaldo be available for this game? He's supposed to be recovering from COVID.
Yeah, I think his quarantine time is up. I think he did a second negative test and his quarantine time was up. So I think he's going to be there.
And in the big game in the EPL, Manchester United versus Arsenal. Surely Manchester United cannot continue to draw these games. Junior, will Van Beek, your newly signed Donny Van Beek, makes the starting roster for this lineup?
He has to play. They're playing RB Leipzig Wednesday or Tuesday. Donny has to play in one of these two games. James, just go peel the orange from him.
And another big game also, and I want to get your quick thoughts back to the Champions League that took place this week. Manchester United lost or defeated PSG in the Champions League. Are we concerned about PSG there? Come on, and Junior, Thomas Tuchel in this outfit?
No, I nope, because they won in the league.
I mean, they're always gonna win the league. They didn't hire him to win French league.
I think Manchester United did a very good job to rob out Neymar. I know this is my thing with Neymar. You see, once he gets in his head, him into the yapping, and he's off his game, and he cannot perform well. So I just think they did a very good job containing that young man. I want them contain him.
And I want to quickly ask you guys, are you guys concerned about Neymar's influence on Mbappe?
Mbappe a big man. What kind of influence that about?
He seems to be more centered on, and you brought this up a few weeks ago about the fancy tricks and actually playing his game.
What more?
Yes, what a fancy baller. But I mean, we can't blame Neymar. Mbappe is a big enough man to know right from wrong. Him realize that Mr. Junior, a rare for going on. Him realize that Neymar him get a whole heap of argument, a whole heap of question. Why would you want to model yourself off a baller who people just think is an unfair and a cheating baller?
Okay, Junior, go ahead.
Two question not been done. Mbappe is a World Cup winner. Neymar is not.
Okay.
How can Neymar influence Mbappe when Mbappe is the bigger baller than Neymar?
I think Neymar has more Twitter followers, Junior.
Hey, Sean said Manchester United 3, Arsenal 0. Sean,
Much,
I think the hatred thing too far though.
oh, come on, Sean. I mean, Arteta won 2 trophies. All right, let's hit the Yawd Ballas segment. Come on. Yo, Phoenix Rising, Damian Lowe and Phoenix Rising family running in hot. Yawd Ballas.
Yeah, it was. I set up to watch it, and it was. I can't deal with the penalties anymore. I don't want them gonna have more penalties. It was ridiculous. But the early match, Speedy Williams and Jason Johnson of Louisville lost to Jordan Scarlett and Tampa Bay Roadies. So Tampa Bay Roadies are the Eastern Conference champions. Damian Lowe, Kevin Lambert of Phoenix Rising beat El Paso in PKs to win the Western Conference. So Phoenix will now meet Tampa in the USL final. So anywhere we take it, a Jamaican is going to win the USL final. Omar Olness and Darlington FC, they're in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Darlington FC signed Omar Olness to a non-contract, I think it's a non-salary contract. I don't know what that means. I'm probably mean he might play for free. I don't even know. But in my team in the fourth round of qualifying for FA Cup. Leon Bailey had another assist at 2-2 as Leverkusen beat one side 6-2 in Group C of the Europa League. He started, so hopefully he's going to be in the starting lineup, consistently. Kaim Paris has been making big waves in Slovenian second division. He netted another hat trick. So that's 11 goals in 11 games, and he's now leading, the Golden Boot race. So that's very good for him. And Kemar Roof, as Benton said, you need to go check out him goal from the halfway line. The man kicked the ball and go right in the back of the net. It was an exceptional goal. So he scored in Europa League for Rangers. So that's my Yawd Ballas. And Premier League is still, Red Stripe Premier League is still on track to start in November. Nothing else has happened. Nothing, hearing nothing else. So maybe it's going to start. Maybe not. We don't know.
So, and I thought the president of JFF, Michael Ricketts, in a statement this week or in an interview said that they met with the Minister of Health and they had a little hiccups and they need to get some documents to them, etc. Did you hear something similar to that?
Yeah, but still no date. They have not moved it. It was set for November. So there's no information either way. So the numbers, I mean, it's worrisome because even though they're saying that they're going to start the season with no fans at all, which I don't even see how that's possible. Because how Jamaicans say them tear on the fence even when it's free. So I don't see how a Waterhouse or a Tivoli go have a game and the fans them not forward. Me not gonna work. But they have not said anything either way if it's going to start in November or they're going to push it back. And that's a problem for the players who primarily, make a living from the restaurant.
Yeah.
We got Alex Reed watching our Flow Sports. He said Ravel is getting game time.
Ravel is getting game time, but Ravel getting passport yet?
Yeah.
About 2 years now, years Ravel are getting passport and fast track it. Now I'm interested. Ravel.
Yeah, and that's Ravel Morrison. All right, Junior, make we heal up new subscribers. Junior, big ups new subscribers, football family. Junior.
I want to tell you, people, if you're listening right now, our subscriptions is getting dry. What's going on? Hit the subscribe button right now on the YouTube page, also on the Facebook page. Hit the like button. Kill it for this. Hit the like button. Let us know. Also follow Flow Sports. Follow the whole of us. We are the best Caribbean football show in the world, and we are on our way to be number one. Remember, I heard it from us first. So just share. And if you have any problems with us, email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. I promise you, we are reading the emails, even when you cuss you out. Even a customer,
Me not read mine.
I am forwarding it to come on in bold letters. Come on, here's your meal.
Yeah, so big up to all new subscribers. Ian Thompson, big up yourself, family. Big up. Sorry we don't have the list readily available. We really appreciate the new subscribers. Football family, this is it. That's it from my end. Let's get out of here. We want to connect with us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast, on Twitter at BallChat1. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. We're on Facebook at Ball Chat. Our audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast. And I want to appeal to the football family. Leave a review on the audio platform or wherever you listen to the show. By leaving those reviews, those will help the show become higher rated in terms of the requests and search engines. Junior, come on. That's enough. We're going to ruin the family.
Bye.
And regardless of what Buju said, we're in a mass.
Yeah, we're the boss, yo.
Stay safe, family.